Hello and welcome to my channel. Thank you for choosing to practice yoga with me this morning or whenever you're doing it. So let's start in a seated position and inhale the arms up, gaze up towards the sky, and exhale the hands down to heart center. Inhale the arms up, exhale back down to the heart. And from here, let's stack the forearms. We're going to inhale to the left side and exhale on the right. Mainly focusing on the exhales here. Just starting to wake up the body. Waking up the breath. Keep going. And from here, let's inhale the arms all the way up one more time. Reaching up towards the sky, holding that breath in, and exhale, hands back to palm center. This time we're going to switch the stacking of the forearms, and we're going to inhale on the right, exhale to the left, and go. Inhale on the right, exhale to the left. Keep going. We're just getting rid of any stuck energy that's been in your system. Keep it up just a little bit longer here. And then inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead, holding the breath here. And exhale the palms down to heart center. Inhale the arms up one more time. And now drop the left arm behind your back, right arm to your left knee. Finding that twist, and then let's go ahead and switch over to the other side. And then just kind of wiggle it out, shake out the arms, and then bring your right leg out towards the right. Flex through the heel, and begin to twist your body towards the right foot. And see if you can bring your chest closer to that right knee. So you can come over to your forearms, you can even bend the knee a little bit, since we're just starting to wake up the legs. And then go ahead and rebend the right knee, coming into lotus pose with your feet coming together here. Inhale into a straight spine, and then exhale any amount of your torso down towards your feet. Just gazing down. And then inhale, let's come up to straight spine and then extend the left leg out. Maybe do some slight bends with the knee and see if you can bring your chest closer to the knee. So same thing, we're just dropping down. Make sure that left foot is flexed. Really feel those sensations moving through your hamstrings as your muscles start to awaken. And then let's come on over to our backs, keeping the knees bent here. We're going to go for a thread the needle. So bring your right ankle over your left thigh and lift the left leg off the ground. We're just breathing here. You can hold the left thigh with both hands. The more that you bring it in towards your chest, the more intense the feeling will be. And make sure that you are flexing through that that right heel. And then let's switch over to the other side. Make sure, once again, that you keep the left foot flexed to protect the knee. You can bring it in closer to the torso. And just keep an even, steady breath here. From here, we're going to extend your legs up towards the sky, and we can do some ankle movement. So you can flex the heels, point the toes, move like water here. You can start to do some ankle circles in one direction, the other, and then go ahead and bring your hands to the backs of your shins and lift the chest and shoulders off the ground. And then let's lower the left leg out onto the mat as your right knee comes into the chest. And then just allow the head to rest on the mat as you just do some hip circles with the knee here. And then on your next inhale, let's bring the left knee over. On your next inhale, let's bring the right knee over to the left side of the mat. Letting your head rest, but gazing towards the right fingertips. So keeping the right arm extended out towards the right side. As you're twisting in that torso, starting to wake up the spine here. And then let's bring that knee back into center. And let's bring both knees in, and then go ahead and extend the right knee out, flexing through the heel. And let's do the same hip circles over on the left side now. And then from here, let's go ahead and inhale the knee over to the right side. And once again, you can allow your left arm to just lay onto the floor. You can gaze over your left fingertips. The goal here is to allow the shoulder to relax into the earth. So with every inhale, you can find more length in through the spine. And with every exhale, you can find a bit more twist until you can eventually just allow that shoulder to lay down. So from here, let's come into our rolling like a ball exercise. So just roll a few times towards the top of your mat. And then once you're there, just flip over to tabletop. Shoulders over wrists and hips over the knees. Inhale and gaze forward, dropping the belly. And exhale, round the spine. Inhale, drop the belly, gaze forward. Exhale, round. Inhale, gaze forward. And exhale, round one last time. And then come back into a neutral spine here. Let's extend the right foot, keeping the toes on the mat for a calf stretch. So you can raise the right knee, raise the left arm, hold here, And on your exhale, let's crunch them both towards one another. And then inhale, straighten out. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, straighten. Just flexing through that heel. Exhale one more time. And inhale, straighten. And then just one last one here. And then just straighten out. Let's hold here for a few moments. Feel as if there's a string holding your hand and pulling it towards the front of the mat. String on your right foot, pulling it towards the back. So you're just getting stretched out through the middle here. And let's go ahead and drop it down. And let's sink back into child's pose. So allow the hips to just rest on your feet. Feel that shoulder stretch here as the arms are just laying out overhead. And then on your inhale, let's come back up to tabletop. Now we're just going to move over to the other side. So let's inhale, bringing that left leg to straight, flexing, feeling that calf stretch here. And then let's raise that left leg up, raise the right arm towards the front. Inhale here. Keep holding. And then on your exhale, let's crunch it all in. Inhale to straighten. Exhale, crunch it in. Inhale to straighten. Keep that heel flexed when you're straightening. Exhale in, inhale out. Keep it going. Just a couple more here. Exhale as you round the spine. Inhale, just finding more length here. Keeping the spine extended, drawing the navel to the spine. Hold. You're almost there. Okay, and then let's come back into tabletop. And then let's come into our frog pose. So come down onto your forearms and separate the knees, pointing the toes out, and open the feet a little bit wider than the knees. Keeping the gaze down, take a deep inhale here, then exhale out the mouth. Take another inhale here, and then let's side out the mouth again. And on your next inhale, let's go straight through the nose and exhale through the nose, slowing down the air. And to come out, let's keep the forearms on the ground and walk each leg in towards the midline, coming into a plank. Let's hold here. And then on your exhale, let's gaze between the arms here, bring the head through the arms. And then inhale, come back to plank. Exhale, pushing the head through the arms into dolphin. And then now let's just hold it here. Feel free to walk your feet in a little bit closer. The goal here is to keep a straight spine. Lifting that tailbone towards the sky here. Keep holding. And then let's gaze forward. Walk the hips over the knees and reach the hands towards the front of your mat, dropping the chest and the chin to the mat into a puppy dog pose. So this is great for releasing the shoulders, opening up through the heart center, and just breathe here. And then let's go ahead and start to come out of it. We're gonna move down onto the earth, keeping the forearms down into Sphinx. Arms are parallel. And feel as if you're pulling your hands back as you shoot your chest through and just gaze up. And then just walk your hands back underneath the elbows, keeping the elbows parallel and pushing down into the ground as you pull the chest up. Exhale down, inhale, pull the chest up. Exhale down, and then one more time you can push all the way up, straight arms into your upward facing dog, and then hinging from the hips, push back into your first downward facing dog. Here, feel free to walk it out. You can move the hips to the sides if you need to. Just lift each heel. You can drop the left heel, drop the right heel, and then let's raise the right foot up towards the sky, bending the knee, allowing that foot to just add some weight, find more stretch, and then let's bring it back down to the mat. And let's move over to the other side, so lifting that left foot all the way up, bending from the knee, stretching it out. And then coming back into your downward facing dog. Inhale and walk up to the top of the mat. Grab the opposite hand to opposite elbow and keep a slight bend in the knees here, activating the quadriceps as you sway up and down and from side to side. Just really releasing any stuck energy here from the night. Move more weight into your toes rather than your heels. Allow your head to just hang. Inhale, shake the head, yes. Exhale, shake the head, no. And then inhale, lift halfway up, coming into a straight spine. Turn the feet out to mat's distance, toes are pointing out, and hinge from the hips, sink down into a yoga squat. Here you can kind of move it out, you can bend the knee from side to side, kind of shift the weight. And then you can bring each hand to each knee and find more of a twist on each side. And then from here, let's bring the palms to heart center. Inhale and exhale, lift the hips back up into a forward fold. Inhale, lift halfway up, and exhale, let's come back into our plank pose and exhale all the way down into your Chaturanga Dandasana, and flip the toes. Inhale into upward facing dog, spreading across the collarbones, and as you exhale, just hinging from the hips, pushing back into downward facing dog. From here, step to the top of the mat. Inhale and drop the left palm to the center in front of the feet, bending the right knee. Inhale the right arm up towards the sky, finding a twist here, and then exhale it down. Switch over to the other side, bending that right knee and allowing that left arm to sweep up towards the sky, and then come back down into your forward fold. Inhale into a straight spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, sweep the arms all the way up and overhead. Find a slight back bend here, and exhale the palms down to your heart center. Inhale the arms all the way up, and hinging from the hips, let's sweep the arms down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Either step or hop back into your Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling into upward facing dog, and exhaling, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Step between the hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, sweeping the arms up and overhead. Gaze up towards the sky. Bring the palms down to your heart. And then inhale, sweeping the arms up one more time. Exhale, all the way down into your forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. And once again, feel free to either step or hop back into your chaturanga and move through your vinyasa, ending up in your downward facing dog. You can walk it out a little bit here and step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up to the sky, finding a back bend. Exhale, the arms down to your heart. Inhale, the arms all the way up. Exhale, hinging from the hips. Plant the palms. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, either step or float back into your Chaturanga Dandasana to your upward facing dog. You can look over each shoulder here. And then exhale, pushing the hips back into your child's pose. Feel free to do some wrist movements here. Just kind of find some flow. You can inhale through the nose and exhale, side out the mouth, letting something go here. And then inhale, let's come back into your downward facing dog posture. You can walk the feet a little closer to your hands. And from here, let's inhale and bring the left hand to the right ankle, finding a twist in that side body. Take a couple of breaths here. Just twisting deeper with every exhale. And then let's switch over to the other side. So now bring your right arm outside the left ankle, gazing up towards the sky, finding more of a twist. Make sure that you're keeping your hips parallel here. Take another breath, and then let's walk the hands back to your feet. Separate the feet to mat's distance again, toes pointing out, and drop the hips down into your yogic squat, hands to heart center. From here, let's bring the right arm out in front of the right knee, pushing it back for a bigger stretch as you lift the left arm towards the sky and gaze towards the left. See if you can even wrap your right arm behind the back and bring the left hand to meet the right. Maybe see if you can step the right foot in a little closer to the midline, and rooting through the left foot, see if you can begin to lift the right foot up. Hold it here, and if you want a deeper stretch, you can bring your peace fingers to the right toe or to the outside of the right foot and extend out through the heel. And then from here, just breathe. And then let's go ahead and let that leg go. From here, let's bring that foot over into your hip crease. And then start to bend down. You can go all the way to the ground, keeping your hands down on the earth, really just feeling that stretch in the outer right hip. And then let's come out of it. You can step the feet out about 4 feet apart. You can measure it by reaching your arms towards the sides. The wrist should line up with the ankles. Bring your arms behind your back and interlace your fingers. Inhale the chest forward, root down from the 4 corners of each foot, and as you exhale, drop the chest down, allowing the head to hang here. See if you can bring your hands closer to the front of the mat. Finding even more space in that heart center and in those shoulders here. Really rooting down from both feet. Inhale and halfway lift. And you can undo the interlace. Bring the left hand to the outside of the right ankle or shin and gaze up towards the sky. Reaching the right arm up towards the sky. Come back to center and walk the right hand over to the left ankle. Gaze up, reaching the left arm up here. Finding more of a twist with every exhale. And then let's bring it back to center here. Let's inhale, halfway lift, bring the hands to the hips and bring the chest up to standing. Now we'll finish off on the other side. So separate your feet about mat's distance, toes pointing out. Coming back into that yoga squat, bringing the hands to your heart center and pushing the knees back with your hands. Extend the left arm in front of the left knee if you're ready for some more here. And then see if you can wrap those arms behind your back, bringing the palms to interlace. From here you can walk the right foot in a little bit, root down from the right foot as you raise the chest. So really firm down, raise the chest. And then if you want more here, you can bring the left knee to straighten with your peace fingers on the big toe or outside edge of the left foot. Just really root down here from that right foot. And then let's bring that left foot over to your right hip crease and sink the hips down. Maybe you can bring your hands out in front of you here. And then start to come back up, release that foot and really just flow it out here. Relaxing the legs, the arms. Grab the opposite elbows here and get a stretch in the side body. You can turn to the left, turn to the right. And then let's go into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, walk it out to plank and go through a vinyasa. You're always welcome to just meet in downward facing dog if you want to skip any vinyasa. And from here, we're just going to come down onto the knees and push back into child's pose. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth, letting something else go. We're almost done with our sequence today. We're going to just find a little more space in your heart center. So let's come up into tabletop and actually let's come all the way into a lazy up dog with your thighs still on the ground. And then let's bring the chest all the way down, elbows over your wrists, and then you can actually interlace your fingers behind your back, lifting the shoulders, lifting the chest, gazing forward, and then go ahead and lift the feet up off the ground as well. So the trick here is to balance on your abdominals. So with every inhale, just imagine that your abdominals, your belly button is just glued to the earth. You're not going anywhere. And then let's go ahead and let it out. You can lay over to your left side. Just breathing here, allowing all that work to just relax. And then coming up back into our locust pose here. So inhale, lift the chest up, gaze towards the front of the mat. And if you're ready for some more, just bend those knees, grab each ankle. And once again, just balance on the abdominals here, on your pelvis. Really just gazing forward, feeling that stretch in your back. Probably going to be sore from doing this tomorrow, but you're going to thank yourself. And then just let it all go. You can keep the knees bent and just windshield wiper the feet from side to side. And then let the legs go. And from here, let's push back into a seated position on our mats. And let's drop the head over to the left shoulder. Bring the right arm over the left ear. Extend the left arm out for an even deeper stretch, and then let's drop over to the left ear. Do the same thing on the other side. Feel free to walk the right arm out if you did so on the left side. And then extend the arms out to the sides, bend at the elbows, and interlace the fingers behind the neck. Raise the chest towards the sky, but lower the chin towards the chest for a stretch in the neck. Come out, and then grab a hold of each shoulder with each hand, doing circles in one direction, then in the other. Then we're going to move into some seated cat-cows. So inhale the chest forward, exhale round the spine. Inhale forward, exhale round, keep going. Inhaling and exhaling at a smooth rate. Exhaling any stuck energy out. Keep it moving. And from here, let's come on over to our backs. Bring the knees into the chest. And circle the knees out in one direction. You can circle the knees away from one another. And then let's reverse the circles, bringing the knees towards each other. And then from here, let's just extend out through the feet into happy baby. Bring the arms to the outside of the feet. Just really allowing that lower back to release here. See if maybe you can even straighten your legs out, holding the big toes. Getting a deeper stretch in that groin area and in your hamstrings. And then let's bring the soles of the feet together, letting any energy release from the groin. From here, let's just squeeze everything into a ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Squeeze your eyebrows, squeeze your fingers, squeeze, and then let's let it all go. As you release into your Shavasana posture, the most important posture of our practice is Shavasana because it allows the body to be in its natural state of relaxation. Thank yourself for all of your hard work And feel as if the body is melting away into the earth, as if the earth is giving you a hug. Feel free to pause the video and stay in Shavasana longer if you have the time. Otherwise, start to bring movement to your fingers and your toes. Bring the arms up and overhead for one last stretch. And bring the knees into the chest. Roll over to your right side. Use the left hand to push yourself up to seated. And let's inhale the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to heart center. Inhale the arms all the way up. And then exhale the hands down to heart center. Then up to your third eye. Envisioning the ease you have cultivated, changing how you show up for the remainder of your day. Bring the hands back to heart center, thanking yourself for your practice today and for honoring your temple. The light in me sees the light in you. Namaste.